Welcome, Capricorn, to your October 2022 reading. Thanks for tuning into my channel. I have to start out by saying happy Halloween, everyone out there who celebrates Halloween. I hope you have a great time this month. Now, Capricorn, just before I start, I offer free mini readings to all new subscribers. So if you have got a question about this particular reading, or if you want to know more about something that you've seen within the reading, within these cards, click new subscriber. Ask your question in the comment section below. Now, before you write your question, write new subscriber so I can differentiate you from everyone else who I am also opening it up to ask a question, a yes or no answer or a short answer to your question, and I'll shuffle my cards for you as well. So don't worry if I don't get back to you right away. I will get back to everyone who either subscribes and asks for their free mini reading or just has a question to ask. Now, let's get into this month's reading. Now, Cappy, a lot of the star signs I've done readings for this month seem to have a lot of people around them. So I don't know if you are going to be having a celebration for Halloween, or these are your family or work colleagues or friends, but I see you've got a Leo, the Queen of Batons, which is this card here. And this is, because it's a general reading, it's any fire sign. So Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. You actually do have Aries showing up here as well in the Emperor. So you may have a significant Aries around you in October. And you've also got the Hierophant. This is a Taurus, so you could potentially have a Taurus, and you've got water signs there as well, so Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. And a little bit of an Aquarian energy, I think, in the Magician there, I feel. But yeah, so in other words, you've got a lot of people around you. But this is a theme. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if we're all partying for Halloween or we just have it's a lot of community kind of feeling around everyone's readings. Now, as I said, you start out with the Queen of Wands there. It's the Queen of Batons in this deck, which is the Tarot of the Witches deck. But this is a really nice person and a really nice energy to be in. Now, often if the cards show up in a reading, court cards show up in a reading, they not only describe the person that is these cards represent, but often what this is saying to you is that we need to take on, or Capricorn this month needs to take on a lot of the energies of the Queen of Wands. So, and you probably will be doing that. The Queen of Wands is someone who's really caring, actually quite practical for a fire sign. Someone who's generous and just a lovely person, really warm, very strong, internally strong. And when I say this, I talk about a Leo or a fire sign. The cards describe more about what the character of the person in your life, or the character that you were required to adopt in October has. So more so than the star sign, if you recognize these traits in a person in your life that isn't a fire sign or isn't a Leo, this could potentially be talking about them as well. But yeah, very general here, guys. So sorry to be not so specific, but I just need to explain how that works. Now, it's interesting. you are, I feel like, manifesting this kind of energy into your life, or you are manifesting this type of person into your life, Capricorn. I feel like this is someone that would be very suited to you, and you've got, not only have you got the Valet of Cups, which in a traditional deck is the Page of Cups, you've also got the Eight of Wands. Now, this is love messages coming in for you. Pages are messages or messengers. Now, this is, and the Eight of Wands talks about lots of messages, texts, emails, a lot of running around as well. But the Eight of Wands is also the arrows of love. And so I feel like one of these people, or perhaps someone who has the characteristics of the Emperor, the Aries card, which I will go into. The Valet card is a Pisces or a water sign. Again, a very emotional, caring, loving kind of energy. And this is this card I'm talking about here, and the Magician as well, which I just actually went into before. But I feel like you are manifesting through the energy of the Magician this person that is perfect for you, and either you are manifesting or you have manifested this, and they could potentially be showing up in your life in October. I mean, this is a general reading, so everyone obviously isn't perhaps going to be on the same timing, but this is in the cards for you, Cappy. So that's really exciting. And the Hierophant card is marriage. It's right underneath that Leo or that fire sign. So I feel like for some of you, you may potentially meet the person that you will be with for the rest of your life, or the rest of their life, but definitely a connection here. Now, Capricorns, some of you are going, I don't want to hear about love, show me the money. And I feel like this really isn't, the last few months, few readings, I think maybe, you've had a lot of pentacles, but you've only got one pentacle here, the Three of Pentacles. And it's not about money. It's about love and emotion and a lot of intense energy, because you've got 3 out of the 8 tarot cards here, major arcana, which means a significant energy. It's more than just the day-to-day energy of the suit cards. Now, also for a lot of you that aren't so interested in love and emotion, I feel like for your work, there could be, you are manifesting what you want there as well. Now, it's interesting that the Magician is right above the Emperor. The Emperor is that card of power. And as I said, this is an Aries card. So you could be manifesting, and Aries are great leaders. The Emperor is a leader. They are organized. They are strong. They are able to rule with an iron fist, but also rule with compassion and understanding. That is a great Emperor. And I feel like you are manifesting this for yourself as well. If it is a work-related thing, you want to be that leader. You want to get that position. You want to move forward in your careers here for a lot of you. So this is definitely a message that is coming through for some. Now, as I said, I feel like you are going to be quite busy this month with that 8 of Wands card. This is, as I said, fast-moving emails, texts, letters, meetings, going here, going there, lots of communication coming through to you as well. If this is work-related, you're going to be busy at work, I feel. Now, the Hierophant card. Now, this is this big bearded guy down here in the bottom row. And the Hierophant is an interesting card. The Hierophant is a card, one of the cards that has a duality in its meaning. So this card can talk about marriage. It can talk about societal structures like marriage, like, you know, organized organizations, religion, business, corporations. This talks about that kind of structure in our lives, in our society. But on the other hand, it can also talk about completely turning your back on a lot of those structures, marriage, all of those kinds of institutions, and doing it your own way, not doing it a set, organized, traditional way. You might be doing things a little bit differently. And this can, apart from talking about marriage as well, being a card of marriage, this can actually talk about the way you have a relationship as well. So this might not necessarily mean that you are going to be married in a traditional sense. Some of you may or may not meet this person and decide that they are the love of your life, but not necessarily be married. So this is one of these cards. And I feel like for a few situations in your life in October, it's going to be you weighing up how you choose to do things, particularly if you are in a position of authority in your world. You might decide to buck the trend and do things your own way, or you might want to stick with the traditional route and go down that way and do things the way they've always been done. And this is a choice I feel that you will be making in October. Now, that Emperor card, as I said, very strong, very powerful. And the message with the Emperor is, you know, have a bit of organization. I feel like you're in a situation, you've got the Eight of Cups here, which you can see down here. And this card here is talking about you leaving behind a particular situation that was quite emotional, quite filled with a lot of emotion. And you're going into the unknown a little bit here, so if you are going through that situation, when you have the Eight of Cups next to the Emperor is saying, have some organized, even though you don't know where you're going, you don't know the future, you can't see the end result in any decision that you have made, particularly if it has been to leave a part of your life behind and move on to something else. This, to me, is saying to help you along that road, use a bit of structure, use a bit of planning. You don't, even though you're going, as I said, into the unknown, you can still plan for certain scenarios, certain situations. You can use your mind and your heart as well to think about that. Now, for some of you, I feel like you've left behind a water sign, or there is someone that you have walked away from, and you walked away not knowing what the future would be, but nonetheless you've done that. And because we're in Mercury retrograde and you're getting a lot of these messages and stuff like that, you could potentially be in contact with someone that from the past that you were either in a relationship or was a good friend as well. At one stage you may have left a situation with that person, and there may be some contact with them in October as well. Now, you've also, your final card here, this is the only money card you've got in the whole reading, Cappy, and that is the Three of Pentacles. Now, the Three of Pentacles talks about you being really good at what you do. It's about skill. It's about craftsmanship. And I feel like for a lot of you at work, you may be in a situation where you are going to shine and you are going to be able to direct other people, show your skill, show your ability, and teach others as well how to do something. And also just because it's the Three of Pentacles there is below that Eight of Wands, sorry. A lot of messages, a lot of text. I feel like work could be very busy here for you in October as well. Essentially, showing, like I said, showing a skill, implementing things, teaching people, doing things like that at work. So yeah, busy month for you here, Cappies. Now, your final card there from the Gateway Oracle deck is Looking Deeper. And this is one of my favorite cards out of this deck. I love to put my crystals on all of the little jewels. It's two mountains, and snow-capped mountains, and a still clear pool. And when you look through the pool, you can see the crystals on the bottom. And the affirmation for this card is, deep within me is a majestic radiance. And these cards is, with the affirmation on these cards, this is something that you should really be meditating on, and in your quiet times, just repeat that over and over to yourself in October, because that is going to be it's going to be very helpful for you. Now, the meaning of this card is, things are not always as they seem. Look deeper into the situations and relationships in your life. Something that seems closed may, in fact, be ready to open. If you go beneath the surface, you may find hidden gems of truth, light, or abundance. The universe wants you to know there is a time to engage and reflect. This is a time to engage and reflect. It might be worth taking a second look at something you previously passed over. Imagine a mystical mountain lake where you can see the reflection of the sky and trees. But when you look beneath the surface, you can see sparkling gems in the crystal clear depths. These treasures are meant for you. By exploring hidden crevices in your soul, you will begin to uncover even more profound levels of the vast majesty within yourself. That is so connected with that Magician card, Cappy. This is you really going within and finding out that you are the one who actually controls your future. You can manifest what it is you've been dreaming about, been hoping for. If you are dreaming about leaving a job and looking for that perfect job, this is the kind of energy that I'm feeling in October. If you are perhaps wanting to end a relationship that hasn't been fulfilling for you, this is kind of the energy that you are manifesting the situation that will allow you to leave that person if this is part of your journey. This is a general reading, Cappy. I'm not saying that everyone's going to be leaving a water sign in October, but what I'm saying is I feel like the Magician is saying that you are able to manifest whatever it is you want. If you want that perfect relationship, you can manifest that person. And I feel like for a lot of you, you have tried to manifest this, and these dreams, these happy, emotional things that you have been dreaming about are coming to fruition for you. For a lot of things. This may not be something that you have just been manifesting in the last month or so. This could be something that you have been thinking about for a long time, even when you were a child. This can be the manifestation of all of the things that you have been thinking about showing up in October. So it's really exciting, but it's a very spiritual month here as well. looking deeper is really asking you to go within and do exactly that. Search your soul and find and manifest what it is that will truly make you happy in October. So I hope that resonated with you, Cappy. Please take me up on my offer of that free mini reading. If you subscribe to my channel, just make sure you put new subscriber. And everyone else, if you just want to ask a question and you'd like me to shuffle my cards for you, I will do that as well. Just put your question below, even if you don't want to be a subscriber. So have a great month, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.